Does everyone know what time it is? Yeah! That's right. It's time for a...
And welcome back to another week of Dallas Beer Talk, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered. We were talking a lot of shit while the music was playing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, Victor Santana. To my right, we have PC Master Race Kirsty, and they have Beer Guru to the far right, Andrew, or Drew. Keep saying Andrew, and he wants to be called Drew. I'm a fucking shitty host.
I go by either. It works
I'm
either
a
way.
shitty host. And then the man with the master plan, take care of all of us, Ziggy. On the mic.
That is his real voice.
That is his real verse. I can't speak.
So how's everybody doing? What's going on with everybody?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
Excited to drink some beers. Ready for the week to be over.
I know. Man, it's starting to get hot now. We're getting into that Texas weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to be all hot. Ugh. It's super muggy outside right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, cloudy, muggy. I hate
But
that.
it's supposed to be a whole crappy weekend of rain and nastiness. So it's going to feel terrible all weekend
I hope
for
not.
our days off.
What days off?
Saturday,
Saturday and
Sunday?
Sundays.
Yeah, okay. I was like, well, you got to work this weekend? That sucks.
I work every day.
Yeah.
Technically, I work every day of the week. So
I got the in-laws pool to jump into, so no
well,
worries.
fuck you,
I mean, y'all are more than welcome to come. So,
we'd
okay,
never been
cool.
invited until now.
Yeah.
So thanks.
so this is my invitation to y'all. If y'all would like
we
to come.
we supposed to get like fresh eggs all the time too, but someone doesn't bring them out.
No. Kelly's the only one that's requested that. So
Oh, I thought it was an invitation to all of us. Excuse me.
yeah. Apparently
Fresh
nobody else
eggs.
ever asked for any. I only give them to people that ask.
Do you got chickens?
No, so my
But
in-laws
apparently, you don't
have-
give them out to the people who ask either, because I don't think that person got them eggs yet.
Not yet. She didn't text me and remind me on Sunday, but I'll get her some. But no, my in-laws have they have a bunch of chickens, and they lay a bunch of like fresh eggs. What do you call them? But so Kelly requested a bunch of eggs. She's like, "Hey, can you bring me some eggs? I love the fresh eggs." I was like, "Yeah, I can bring you some." And then
Someone ate them all.
Yeah, I was about to say, so you went home and got greedy.
No, it's not like that.
No.
No, it's not like that. I mean, I like eggs enough, but I don't go ham on some eggs. But so Amy's brother had a dog that he brought over to the house, to Amy's parents' house, where all the chickens were. And
Your wife has a brother?
yeah, she's got 3 brothers and a sister, lots of kids. Yeah. So he brought over the dog. The dog was out there, and they used to let the chickens out in the front yard. They're on like 6.5 acres, so they let them kind of just free range.
Mm-hmm.
It's all organic, gluten free, I believe.
Yeah, bring us some eggs.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The dog another dog went on like a killing rampage, and they killed like almost all their chickens, including one of like the beautiful roosters they had.
Oh, that sucks.
Excuse me. And so the egg supply got cut off for a while. So now they're back. They had more chickens that they were raising, so they were younger. Yeah, the dog was not there after that day.
What'd they do?
The dog?
Yeah.
Let's not go into details.
No, there was no
Dog
killing of
just
anything like that. The
disappeared.
dog. Nah, the dog.
Nice.
They took it back to his house, and yeah,
Oh, that is nice. I would have killed the dog.
yeah,
That's a New Yorker in you.
yeah.
No, you gotta teach a dog a lesson.
The last lesson they'll
What
ever
happened
learn.
they Yeah.
He fucked up. Hopefully next time you come back here, you know better.
Damn, you're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of hate.
I probably will. I mean, I love animals and I love my dog, but I have no problem killing a dog or a cat or a pet
Even if it was your own,
if I had to.
I
Samantha.
mean, if it's aggressive enough.
Would you murk Samantha off?
If
Your pet pit bull.
I had beat her pretty bad because she snapped and like lunged at my brother.
Oh, really?
So I threw her across the room.
Yeah. But would you pull the plug on her?
I will kill her. I will kill her if she bit my brother or my mother.
See,
Yeah.
but I do think that's different than like chickens. Dog is naturally pretty much gonna be attracted to eating those chickens.
Mm-hmm.
But a human, it should know. Like to me, that's where I draw the line. is humans.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
anything else that bites.
They're animals.
Yeah.
They're not
Food chain.
smart like us.
I don't know. Pets are pretty smart, but like people, they have their own personality.
Yeah.
And then once they get into that like realm of it's okay, you have to make a decision. Do you think it's okay to let them think like that? So that's your choice. But one thing I do tell people all the time with animals, especially larger dogs, is no matter how nice they are, when they get older, they tend to have aches and pains like everybody else as they get older, and they will snap or they could snap.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
annoyed.
And if you have a child or older person who's really weak, they can't defend themselves or scare off the dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you asking for a recipe of like danger.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And I'm not saying like that, and that will happen. It's just like they're like people. They get old, they get achy, they get moody. They can snap.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, if you have a teacup chihuahua, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just flick them.
dog, though. That's a little
Chihuahuas
rat.
are the worst.
Nah, chihuahuas are pretty
Yeah.
mean.
They're little
You're gonna
rats.
eat your little pinkies off.
You
or
think, Ziggy?
something.
Did you know that you could punt a chihuahua about 20 yards?
Oh.
Is this
With the right
Personal
here,
experience?
is this all hearsay?
Allegedly.
I have a story about that, but not punting. Bowling a chihuahua.
Whoa.
What?
Yes.
How do you
So
bowl a chihuahua?
so you grab its head in his butt.
You stick your thumb in its ass.
No. So it was a family member had a really, really mean chihuahua. This is years ago back in New York City. Really, really mean chihuahua. So every time you wake up, it will bite you. Every day.
It would bite,
Like,
it'd be
bite your
above you,
ankles.
like
No, it bites your ankles and stuff and your feet. It would just bite you every fucking day. And then one day, I had a family member who got, like, was really sick, wasn't feeling well, and just got frustrated. I witnessed this in the kitchen because all I hear is, great. And you see the dog rolling down the hallway and hits the door, and you hear nothing else.
was it?
Was it dead?
It died instantly.
Oh my god! I want to say that we do not
We all
condone on the
cried.
show animal
Well-
cruelty
No, you're
in
legit,
any
it died.
sense.
Yeah, it died.
Instantly?
It died instantly. So we both cried, knowing that we're both gonna get beat.
Oh god!
Even though I had
Oh
nothing to
my
do with
gosh.
it. I was in the kitchen eating.
You were an accessory to the
I was
crime.
home.
The problem was I was home.
Hey, it's your fault, man.
And
You
so
thought
I'm
it
like,
was a
what the
safe
fuck did you
refuge.
do? No. I'm gonna get beat today. I don't want to get beat.
Can you just walked out and said you weren't there?
I wasn't thinking. I was just panicking. Like, yo,
Oh,
pick
yeah.
that dog up. Make sure it's alive.
Wait, couldn't you like have like at that point taken the dog to like its bed and like kind of like arranged it so it just like
like,
peacefully just kind of like
That would have been a lot
went-
sweeter.
We were much younger and we were panicking and we left.
Oh god!
That's weird.
Did you leave it where it was laying?
No,
or-
we just like put it like we picked it up and we like we were trying to figure out is it alive? Is it faking it? What's going on?
That's
and-
horrible.
So you have this dog that is so dumb that it just constantly bites people.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you think that maybe it's smart enough to fake its
Yeah.
own death. I think you're giving too much
Oh,
credit
man.
to this
Yeah.
animal.
So
Dog-
Made a point.
did you make it super obvious? Like you put it in like the trash can? Like
No.
whoops, well,
So-
like
What we actually did, I don't know where we left it, but I know we didn't leave it anywhere like nice.
yeah,
Like, we picked it up. We were trying to like pet it, like it's okay.
yeah.
Get up, and then we like just left it on the floor.
you put it in a box and left it at a fire station, wrapped up like a baby.
No, so we left thinking no one would accuse us. But then my cousin broke down the instant he got home. It's like I threw the dog across the hallway, but Mikey was here too. I was like, "Oh, you fucking dick!"
I was making cereal.
We got beat pretty bad.
Aw.
But yeah, my cousin did that.
That's horrible.
Wow. Your cousin sucks.
No, he's a good person. He's a good person.
He's
Well,
young.
That
You're
he
young.
changed his life after that.
Yeah, it became
He
amazing
became-
American.
There you go. There you go. Figured. Those
No, but
traumatic
like you get
stories.
bit every day, and then you're in a shitty mood because he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Just grab it and don't want to throw the dog. But apparently, what he said, he grabbed it in both hands and went like this and rolled it down. You can see it. And then
Wow.
smacks.
Yikes.
All right, moving on.
Very exciting stuff here on Dallas Beer Talk.
Speaking of beating small defenseless things, do we want to do this news story now?
Yes, let's definitely.
All
Yes,
right.
good.
Smooth transition.
Here's the
Yeah.
headline. South Carolina mom beats 6-year-old son for making grandma Mother's Day card instead of her.
So I think you want to touch on the Mother's Day subject at first. So we were
Yeah.
talking about this a little bit since
So
the last
this news
show.
story came up over the weekend, and I thought it was just hilarious because we all know that person that their grandmother raised them, and their mother was either young or doing something else in life that wasn't really focusing on being a mother. So you be more gravitate towards your grandmother, even though you have a biological mother.
Yeah.
And I've seen this more in my life than I would like to admit, that people as mothers get upset when they don't get recognized for being a mother, but you're not fucking around.
Yeah.
You're not there, so why you get upset for, you know?
I don't know, it
So what
sound-
happened in the story?
So the kid was raised by his grandmother, knows who his
I
mother
mean,
is.
do we know that for sure? Or we're just assuming.
That's
The
what the
kid
article-
liked his grandmother more than his mom, for
Well,
whatever
the article
reason.
stated that
Yeah.
the grandmother raised him.
And the mom's just dumb.
So I don't know if the mother was in the life or knew that that was his mother, but apparently that she was there at the house or knew of the card somehow, and found out and beat him and put him in a hospital.
So the kid ended up making a Mother's Day card for the grandma, right? And giving
Yeah.
it to the grandma,
and
but
the
not
mom
making one for the
found
mom.
it, kind of, assuming it was for her because she thought it was a Mother's Day card, and then read it and realized it was actually for her mom, the child's grandmother, and just lost it.
Well, and it says here that before she beat the child,
Why you purpose that with a laugh?
it's a ridiculous
We were
story.
sending all the wrong
Before
vibes today.
before she just smacked this kid down, she also ripped up the card in front of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's petty.
That's
petty.
brutal, man.
I forgot about that.
That's petty.
That's rough.
So, would you like to change your tune now? You think that women deserve?
No, I do not
To
want
have
change
Mother's
my
Day?
tune. I want to explain myself.
I was giving you an out. You're supposed
Very
to say
clear.
yes.
Mother's Day is important if you don't appreciate your mother on a daily basis. Or your wife on a daily basis. So if you feel like you need that day to truly appreciate your wife, that's on you for not appreciating her every day.
Oh,
But how I was raised and how I was taught was you thank your parents, especially your mother and your grandmother, for everything they do and be sincere about it. You know, so whenever they do something for you, thank you. They cook for you, thank you. You be appreciated for everything they do because they're not around forever and they love you with all their heart. So you appreciate your parents. So I feel like 365, you appreciate your parent, your mother, especially every day. And that's how I was raised. So I feel like Mother's Day is just another day that you do all day around. So it's not a very special day in my household or how I feel about
Would
it.
you say you surprise your mom on a fairly regular basis with like
try
a
to give her
random
gifts.
gift?
I
Or
try to give her
okay,
gifts.
yeah.
When I can. I used to try to get her gifts when I had the funds. Right now it's kind of tight, you know?
I think most moms out there would prefer to be thanked throughout the year instead of just one. So,
so
to
mom,
me, it makes
every day
sense.
is Mother's Day.
Exactly. You should make her
Little
feel like
tear.
that.
That's right.
You should make her feel like
And
that.
Father's Day because
Well, you should make your father
Don't
feel
leave
important,
them
but
out.
most people can't really get along with their father. So you preach. That's why this Father's Day is there, so you could force to really appreciate your father.
Very nice. So I'm going to move on to the beer of the day.
On happy notes, we have a beer of the day.
We
and
do.
not beating
We are a
people
beer
at the
show.
pits.
We don't just talk about beating stuff all day, I promise. But yeah, so this week we have Four Corners, the notorious OAT Oatmeal Stout, which has a pretty cool can. Got the little biggie
Ironically,
action.
it has a rooster on it that just got killed earlier in the show.
Right. But yeah, so this is a oatmeal stout, 7.1%. So it's got a
wow,
nice little pop
that's
to it.
impressive.
It's got that 360 top. But
And we were commenting earlier about how the whole top comes off, so you can experience, even if you just have a can. Yeah, shame on you.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that feature. Honestly,
No, being able to smell it just doesn't
Very-
smell as good in a can.
That was good. I love for people who do watch this show. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys again. You're at number one. But I do love stouts, so this is I'm already excited for it.
yeah, so let's give this a try. Thoughts?
Love it.
Kirsty loves it already. I can tell.
I can tell her face.
It's not too bad, but it still tastes like coffee, and I just
So that's
not a
kind of
huge coffee person.
typical of the stouts, which I should stop. I should stop doing this to you because I know you're not a big
Yeah.
coffee
like
fan.
I think it
every
was
other
his
week
third
with
beer
stout.
in a row that we had has coffee kind of hint to it. Not in a row, but
Oh,
third.
true. Because we did
Yeah,
have
we
we had the Rapture and we
Yeah.
had the other one.
But for a stout, it's pretty good. I like stouts. I just have to drink them really slowly. And to me, I like to just drink beer.
you like to pound them down and get wild.
Pretty much.
That's
Which
what-
you cannot do with the stout.
That's
You
why you
can.
take shots. As you
There you
drink
go.
your stout.
you layer it. I think is what they call that.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know, one thing, this is off topic of beer, sorry, but one thing that I found out recently that guys like liquors like whiskey and the brown liquors because they have less taste buds.
That
and
Henny?
that's why.
that Henny.
The Henny, oh.
Bringing the New
Do
York
people
out.
like
Appreciate
it?
that. Salute to my New Yorkers out there. We got another story we want to
Ah.
talk on that. But
Yeah.
so who came up with that? We have less taste buds.
Science. It's science.
We got
That's
bit-
why women prefer things like vodka because it's a little bit smoother per se. I like whiskey more, but I used to smoke, which killed my taste buds. So maybe I'm like a man now. So I'm on your
Wait,
guys'.
you're a man? I thought you was a man.
I say I'm like a man with my. Oh,
Whoa!
damn it!
No. I don't know. I don't know how I agree with that. I mean, that's something I would like to see the information on that. That'd be interesting to know if that's true. But but vodka. Most people like vodka because it has less flavor to it. It's very clear. It's a clear
Yeah.
thing. That's why it's called a spirit, like a clear spirit or a white spirit, because it does no real aging process. You take it right from the still process and pour it in.
Yeah, you're not aging it like a
The reason
barrel.
most the reason brown liquors are just browns because it's aged in barrels or whatever process they want to take. So most whiskey, when you process it, comes
Clear.
out clear.
Yeah.
Same thing with rum. So that's interesting. I disagree with that, just the premise of the statement, but I don't know the information. So that's good to know. Something I would like to look into.
Yeah.
Do it.
So
Makes sense.
I picked these beers up at Taps and Caps, which I've been going to a lot lately. Me and Amy have been going over there and trying out some new beers and stuff that they have on their growlers and everything. So
Shout out to Taps and Caps.
yeah.
Taps
So
and Caps, right?
Is
yep.
that just in Fort Worth?
No, they've got like 3 different locations. There's one in Fort Worth. There's one. I have to look where the other ones are.
Is there
Only one
one
near
in
me.
Dallas?
I don't think so. I think there's
No.
one in.
No.
I'll have to look it up, but Lux there that works at Taps and Caps is always over there. Shout out to her, but she's
My
real
new
cool.
waifu.
Yep, she was letting us try. She was letting me try the. So we're gonna have some breweries coming up and try one of the beers from the breweries we're gonna have on. So
Oh, yeah. Big ups to Bitter Sisters. We've been in communications with. Going to be a guest next week. Big ups to Manhattan Project. They'll be the following week. In a few weeks. And then we've been in talks with a few other breweries. So once we get confirmation, we'll let you guys know along the way. I would like to make an apology for both social media, Instagram and Facebook. I've been real lackadaisy posting this week, so I do apologize. So we're going to head you with a flood of videos this weekend and pictures and stuff like that. We do better posting. Also, I do want to share out that we do have a number to call in. We'll love you guys to call in more or just call in general, have questions for us or just topics of things you tried with us or beers we tried. And if you've tried it before, have questions about it. But we make more posting here shortly. We've been, myself, definitely been lackadaisy about it. So
Yeah. But
apologize.
focus on my own Instagram.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
yeah, welcome to the
got it
Instagram world. How does it
Shout
feel?
out to PC Master Race. She actually on
not
social
all-
media.
Yeah, it's not all that exciting. I enjoyed being
But you're
off of social
You're expecting
media.
so-
But you're not following
Yeah.
anybody yet. You're following us that I barely post and Andrew barely posts.
Yeah, true.
I used to be more active, but now
Well, and I noticed,
used to
I
post
guess
a lot
it
of
made me
pics.
realize more and more how old I am. Just the fact that a lot of the people that
Annoy
I
you?
no. I just don't know that many people on Instagram.
true.
I'm just old. My friends are old. Acquaintances are old.
Yeah.
You know you're not old. You're 28.
I'm not even 28 yet.
God damn.
But thanks for aging
You're a
me.
youngster.
Now I feel old.
I'm
Goddamn
27.
youngster. Now, I mean, I think it's just personality because it's not about age. I don't feel like I need to post my life on a daily basis
Yeah.
on social media. Like I don't do my day to day. Like if I'm taking a shit, I'm not gonna post it, or what I'm eating, I don't post it. You know, I do certain things like I post a lot more when I'm out or seeing new experiences, and then I will post.
Yeah.
Or a friend or something I haven't
Which
seen
is
in a
what
while.
I like. I would like to live vicariously. I don't really care if the person is just eating a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Or take a picture of themselves on a fucking daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Ziggy likes to post pictures, selfies all day, so I apologize for that.
We call him the selfie king for a reason.
It's an unhealthy obsession.
You gotta love yourself, man. I love it.
I know. I'm seeking help. But it's hard.
It's okay. We still love you for it.
We
Either
still love
way.
you. It's who you are.
right.
I do appreciate people who's opening a business and promoting or doing something with their life. I do appreciate those posts if they post daily or try to post frequently.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that, but not like the food and picture shit. I don't want to see like
Unless it's really good food.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's not that good.
usually just a burger or something
Yeah.
that we all seen.
Yeah.
Have you guys had this? You are somewhere and then you get on your phone at that location and your phone immediately pings a notification. Take a picture and show everybody where you're at. I'm at a fucking Wendy's, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
Stop it.
But those Frosties
Yeah.
are a bomb.
Like Facebook will do that. It'll be like, it'll track where you're at. And it looks like you're at so and so. Go ahead and share with your friends.
Or rate it. I get a lot of questions on Google
Bless you.
reviews.
Sorry about that.
But I have a Pixel, so
Oh,
Nobody even knows what that is.
Everybody
You
knows
want to
what
explain
that
what that is to
It's
people
a
who don't
one.
know?
It's the
It's a
Google
1
phone.
megapixel phone. It's the Pixel.
whatever.
It's a pixel phone.
No, the Pixel. I like the Pixel. It's a nice phone.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be so PC?
Because Google is
I got
amazing.
love. I got so much love for everything.
Yeah. He used to work at T-Mobile. He appreciates it all.
So in this long rant of topics, back to the beer. One day we'll be better at starting and closing the beer.
Oh, I know. Very
One
open-ended.
day.
One day.
It's those pre-show beers get us. I think.
Dad, and we need to. I don't know, because I would have to cut a lot of that middle part out for this beer. But no, I like the beer. I don't taste an oatmeal taste to it. I definitely taste a standard stout taste to it. I don't have a lot of flavor to it. There's other stouts that you could really taste flavor to it. But for me, I like it. I would buy it. I would drink this all day. I would chug this. It's something I would chug and drink. Like,
You're going to
unfortunately,
get drunk real quick. You going to chug this.
you talking to a man who drinks Guinness and shots in between Guinness. So I'm trying to get fucked up.
It's that layering we
dang.
talked about earlier in the show.
He's going to go party.
I mean, it's what I do. You know.
Yeah, it's like whenever we drink with the Peticolas guys, they're just like
Yeah.
slanging out those growlers. What do you got? What do y'all want to drink
Yeah, that
next?
was pretty amazing.
Big up to Chad and Chris again, man. Love those guys. The guys are always welcome back on the show.
Yeah,
But yeah,
a lot of
man, I
fun.
like this beer. It's a smooth taste, a soft chocolatey note to it. I don't think it tastes like coffee per se to me. I wish I taste more of the oatmeal taste, whatever they were trying for. But it does taste good. I do like it. It's something I would drink.
Now this beer is made by Quakers. Is that
It's Quaker sponsored.
correct?
Quaker Oats.
Okay.
No, so oatmeal stouts. There's multiple oatmeal stouts. It's not just this particular brewery does though. There's a lot of oatmeal stouts.
Agreed. I've seen them, but I don't drink them all.
Breckenridge has one. There's a lot of different ones, but
Yeah.
When I think
this
of
is
oatmeal, I think of a certain taste.
mhm.
And so I don't know what the brewers think of oatmeal, because people make oatmeal differently. You know what I learned over the years from traveling across the United States. A lot of it's wrong. By the way,
The
Okay.
Mr. Brewer over
Good to
here.
know.
oatmeal brewer. But I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know because I'm very biased to stouts, so I know what my
could
cards
be.
like.
Yeah. I think it's a very smooth stout. So if you're wanting to, if you never had stout before,
Definitely
start
drink
out
this
with
before
something
gas.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty smooth and easy.
It's not as heavy. So like you get like a North Coast is a brewery that has a beer called the Old Rasputin, and it's an
Oh my
imperial
God,
stout.
That is delicious.
So and that one's like real.
but it's not a traditional stout though.
It's an imperial, so it's like stronger, but it's got a real rich taste to it. It's got
What
more
else?
like a full body to
But it's
it.
lighter. It tastes lighter too.
No, it's more of a. It's got more of a thickerness to it. So it's kind of similar to Victory's another brewery has one called a Storm King Stout, and that one same way. It's like
Maybe-
high alcohol.
But maybe it tastes
real
lighter
rich
because it has a
taste.
lot of flavor to it to me. I don't know. 'Cause it,
Yeah.
it doesn't taste like it's hard for me to drink it.
No, not hard. It's just got more of a.
Like Guinness, people
Richer taste.
people drink Guinness. People try Guinness and be like, it just feels so heavy on me
Yeah.
drinking it.
Yeah.
When I drink those the Rasputin, definitely the Rasputin, I could drink it. I could drink it fast. It just
Yeah.
tastes good. It doesn't feel heavy on me. It feels like it's lighter.
Those boys are tasty, but they will get you Hooked up.
They would
real
definitely sit
quick.
you down. Shout out to
Yeah.
Penny Colas.
Now,
So you better sit down.
one thing about the Rasputin that I've heard, it's a very hard beer to kill. Is that correct?
Whoa.
That is true. It always
I just
manages
got
to make it.
It took me a second to
escape.
get that. It took me a second. Fuck you, Ziggy. I've been drinking. Can't hit me with those underlying jokes.
Yeah. But it's good.
No, big up to them. I like them. I want more people to make more stouts. Now less IPAs.
See, I didn't know you're such a big stout man. They just,
Love it.
Yeah.
It
All
grew on
right.
me over the years.
All right. They just all right. All right.
All right. They just grew on me over the years. I don't know why. That's the beer that grabbed me later in my life. I still love my Stellas, my Dos Equis, and my like lagers like that. Those blondes. But no, just for some reason, the last like couple years, stouts has really gravitated to me. I just feel like I like drinking stouts more.
Yeah, when I first got in the whole craft beer game, I think like I really was turned on to like IPAs, the hoppiness and all that kind of stuff, which I still love. Then I started getting into stouts and porters and stuff like that a lot, and
Porters are good too.
both good. Just I kind of rotate through. Like sometimes, like if I go to make up my own little 6-pack or something, I'll get kind of like a mixture, some wheat beer, like a Hefeweizen, or like some stouts, some IPAs, kind of mix it up. So I kind of like it all.
It's tough for me because to me a stout, I hardly ever really drink them when the weather's nice outside. I like them during
Definitely a
the
winter
cooler.
beer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah,
Because I'm just feeling full right now.
I'm thinking of like mountain lodges in the snow. It's like -20 outside. You see
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You're not gonna be outside -20.
no, but like you're in
But
the
you
house,
tried
the
this to
fireplace, and you see.
survive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Ain't
is
up
what
in North
Santa
Pole.
drinks.
Santa drinks. That's why he's so big.
He puts it on autopilot.
Well, I want people to double check, or Ziggy could double check how many calories are in a Guinness. Like, I keep saying this, like Guinness has like less than 100 calories or something like that. But I was told
Guinness?
that, and I've never looked it up, and I want to know if
I
that's
don't
true.
know. I put $5. It's not true.
I don't know. I wish
You
it
might
would.
win $5.
You get like the light beers that are like really high.
A 12-ounce serving of Guinness sets you back 125 calories.
What about Bud Light?
Just 15 more than the same serving of Bud Light.
Ah, go
Oh,
Guinness!
So close.
That's right.
And I'd much rather have Guinness than Bud Light.
I heard
So-
that. Thank you, Ziggy. It was not
Yeah,
under
thank
100
you.
calories, but still less than Bud Light, which I was also told that. So fuck yeah.
What about Coors Light? I feel like that should just be
That's water, though.
It should hydrate me more than anything.
I mean, that's Coors Light and Miller Light too. I mean, that's just might as well feed that to my plants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I had to extend my parking.
Those,
Don't want to get no tickets.
102 calories in a
There you
12-ounce
go.
serving of Coors Light.
But nobody
So
likes
proof.
Coors Light.
but I'm hydrating.
And,
So
and 5 grams of carbohydrates as compared to 6.6 grams in a Bud Light.
so that's why you play beer pong with that nasty, nasty beer.
With that water,
Because you're
that
gonna.
nasty water. Well, I don't know.
I prefer some that golden drock we had was good.
Oh,
That was really good.
amazing.
That was a good
That was
one.
really
I
good.
would never play beer pong with that. 'cause
No,
I
you
would
never
get
drink beer
drunk.
pong. Where like you made the have you guys made the mistake doing beer pong with liquor?
No, but
No, I've always said no.
so
I've made that mistake in the beginning of my night.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh,
Did you
God.
black out?
Yeah, very early in the night, very.
11 p.m.
it's only 9:00, Victor.
Me and a few people blacked out early that day.
Oh, my God.
It was I was thinking, this was my thought process. I was 22. I was like, I drink heavy. Do we start some shots early? I could coast for the rest of the night.
What if you win? Then you have to keep
I
playing.
was winning.
Yeah.
We were winning.
You're too good.
And we, me and a few other, I won't name names, but we made it out to where we were going to, and it was not a good look. I was,
You puked on someone?
No, I didn't puke on somebody. I definitely puked that night. But you know, you have that drunk staring people like,
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
what's going on? Definitely was doing that most of the night, and then very like falling asleep at different places. Fell asleep on a couch at the bar, like I was sleeping.
Wow.
By like 11 o'clock, I was sleeping on the couch. Like,
Was it a dark like
Ooh.
bar though, kind of scene where you could kind of like
well, we're
blend
supposed
in?
to be in like a chill spot, right? And I was like, oh, we're gonna sit on the couch, and like 5 seconds in, sit on the couch.
It's too chill.
Taking pictures. It was a very bad night.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys know the popular game when you're a kid, Battleship,
Yeah.
where
I don't-
you have you have the little pegs and you
I
say
wish I'd
like,
known it. I was too poor.
F3
Battle shots.
battle shots. So my brother and so his girlfriend's family, they have like a legit setup that they made, like a custom battle shot with the whole grid. And I have the picture on here somewhere.
Get off your
That
phone.
sounds
But
awesome.
I just want to show you guys what it looks like. But it's he said that they played that stuff. They were messed up.
I thought it seemed fun,
very
but
easily.
yeah, I feel like I.
But
get
that's
too
the end of the
messed up.
night kind of thing. Like you already went out and you were already home.
Oh man.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
if
know.
it's shots.
You don't
Yes.
make it to. You don't do
Although,
that.
how many people are on your team? Is it just?
Isn't it one-on-one?
me? No, I can't have teams. Then yeah, that's the end of the night.
So take a look at that.
Wow,
It's legit.
that's
Like
legit. Those are pizza boxes. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I can
But
see
you can
it.
still-
No, that looks good.
Nah, that's the end of the night kind of thing.
Wow.
Or we're not going anywhere tonight. You want to
Yeah.
play this?
that's
We pulled out.
Craziness.
We got this machine from what was that, Tuesday morning, I guess, that throws up 5 balls in the air and it kind of just makes them hover, and then you get this kind of Nerf gun and you shoot the 5 balls.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that. No.
Oh yeah, we turned a drinking game into this where if you get all the balls off, then everyone else has to drink who's playing the game. But for every ball you miss, you gotta take a shot.
Nope.
Yeah, that's how you
Nope.
start the night. You get it in real
No,
good, real
that's
quick.
worse than beer pong. You're going down in like less than a
No,
minute.
this is like
That should
we
be
got
a-
30 minutes to get wasted and go to the club.
that seems like that's like a middle of the party action. You know, starting it off
know.
with that would be a little too. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
You guys aren't game.
No, I'm game.
No,
I'm game. I'm game. I'm giving it
listen,
time.
clearly, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You
But,
guys both just
Calling
said-
me out of my manhood here.
but I'm just saying, like, I've experienced ending the night early, and that's the end of the night really, really early kind of game. I played King's Cup with a liquor bottle and like a empty cup and all. So there's two versions. People who don't know King's Cup, you get a deck of cards, you roll around a cup, either a beer or a red Solo cup. The red Solo cup version is the worst version of it. 'Cause
Where
if
you pour into?
you pour into it, and then you get the whatever card you design, Joker, whatever you design to pick up. Someone loses it, and they have to drink whatever it's in the context of the cup. You want to get that early in the game because if you went to the end of the game, it could be wine, liquor, mixed drinks, beer, a shit ton of nasty
You're
things.
gonna get drunk.
Four
You're
Loco.
getting fucked up.
Yeah,
When Four Locos was popular,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
like the
MD.
legit Four Locos.
the
or
original
after
Four
they
Locos.
brought them
No,
back?
original
Okay.
Four Locos where I threw up purple all over my friend's bathroom.
That purple drink?
That purple, the original purple drink for me.
That purple stuff.
It was great, great Four Loco, and we had like 5,
Dang.
and then we thought we were gonna go out, and we never made it. None of us could drive.
No, whenever I tried Four Locos, it was after it was taken off the shelves. Luckily, I had a friend who knew someone that worked at the liquor store, and he was able to get us. What was it, a 4-pack?
Of the
or
original,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, the original.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So he gets a 4-pack, and then for some reason, the way it went down was there were only 2 people or 2 bottles or cans to share between 4 of us. So we just halved it, and that still got me fucked up for the rest of the night. It took maybe 30 minutes for we're not feeling anything, and then it was just such a different drunk. You're like hyper.
That's that malt liquor. It gets you.
It's the malt liquor, but it's mostly the caffeine. So I don't know if you guys remember the show MythBusters.
Mm-hmm.
They did a thing about how to become sober. Like the best way is to be sober up really fast, which there is no best ways to do it.
Like coffee, I think
At the
they
end of the day, is
tried.
nothing. Coffee is the worst.
Yeah, 'cause
Caffeine is the worst. Because
dehydrates you more.
What? No, the problem is you become super energized, and what the caffeine does gives you a false sense of security, saying you are sober. So you drink more. So like Red Bull and vodka.
Yeah.
People think
Your drink.
People could, it's my
Go-to?
favorite, my go-to. People think I could really drink, but what's end up having the caffeine, the mixture of the caffeine and the liquor, or just caffeine while you're drinking in between, what it does, it gives your body, you got that energy coming up, and you get your false sense of security that you're sober, or you don't feel it as much. But what you really is, you're just as drunk, you're just playing mind games to yourself.
They say the same thing. So, okay, so you know how, drinking like in general, like alcohol, spirits, what have you, like you drink it and it kind of flushes your skin, you feel warm. So they say like if you're in like an area, like say you're stuck out in a wintry area
Like
and you're stuck, and
Russia.
they say drink like some, like you know how the Saint Bernards would come with the cask of like brandy around their neck, and then they would give it to people that were stuck in the snow to make them warm up and stuff. But really what that ends up doing is your body flushes out like a lot of your body heat that you have that you're trying to keep stored in you, and it makes you feel warm, but afterwards you end up losing more body heat than you would if you didn't
Your
drink
core
the
temperature
spirits.
goes down while you think you're feeling
They're
warm.
trying to kill them.
Maybe Saint Bernards are evil. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean,
Kill them all.
seems like it. Seems like a very sneaky way.
That's right.
The story came from like Viking land and Russia, stuff like that, naturally cold places for the vast majority of the year, where they drank in the winter. They think they were getting warm. But as science proven over the years, like science usually does, to tell you the truth what's going on. Your surface layer gets hotter of your skin, but what you're losing is core temperature to keep your organs and stuff together.
The vital stuff.
The vital stuff,
Them
your
poor
heart.
stuff.
But no, it's I don't know, man. Drinking. A lot of drinking facts. You know, we should bring a segment on the show. Drinking facts. Or
yeah.
drinking myths. We can do drinking myths.
Drinking Mythbusters, if you will.
Drinking mythbusters.
Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun.
Or drinking games for mythbusters. I don't know. We can do different things.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
need
guys
like
watch their new Netflix show,
Which one?
It's
Mythbusters? Well,
it's just
they've got-
one of them, right?
Yeah,
It's not
with the
Mythbusters.
original crew. It's not Mythbusters anymore, but it has the same people.
It's the Asian guy, the white guy, and the white redhead, right?
Yep.
You know the name?
I've seen some of their stuff.
Right.
Grant Himahara is
Yes.
shit. I'll look it up.
Fuck it, I'll look it up.
Grant is the Asian man.
Tori is the white guy, and
Tori's the white guy?
Guy.
and the girl is Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Right. I used to have a crush on her.
So
I
that's
think
a
that's
cute
why I have a
girl.
fashion with red, like a fascination with redheads.
Yeah,
Well, that was back in the day.
she's
You
cute.
watch this show. You
Is
still
she not
think
cute
she's
anymore?
I haven't seen it. No, oh, you,
Why?
no.
she didn't rep
Well, you're
engine?
married though. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's a good
why.
married answer. She's
Yeah.
cute to me. Amy? No, I'm just kidding. I love you.
No, you're married now. I can see why you don't think it's cute. I don't know. I used to have a serious. I think that's why that fascination with
Not Nicole Kidman, like way back in the
Nicole
day.
Kidman. I
Practical
always
Magic.
thought. I thought she was always ugly.
Yeah. Oh dang!
Eyes Wide
Practical
Shut?
Magic, and before then,
Yeah,
like
no.
Tom
No.
Cruise.
I just found like I feel like I would have nothing in common with her. And plus, when I saw Eyes Wide Shut, I was like 8.
Ah, I gotcha. Her voice gets me, her accent.
I think she's tall too. Like I feel like
Is
she's
she?
tall.
Yeah, she is. She's one of the taller ladies out there.
She looks like she's not in this reality. Like whenever she like talks, she just looks at you and she has this like far away,
Wow.
like ghosty
There's a
look.
lot
Isn't
of
she
hatred
British,
towards
though?
Nicole
There's,
Kidman.
like,
No, I mean, I'm
Isn't
down
she
with-
British? You think she?
No, she's Australian.
Oh,
Is she?
Australian.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Well,
She's
she's
an
like
Aussie.
Keith Urban.
Well,
Keith
they
Urban's
left from
also-
England because they were the pirates or whatever, some shit.
She took over the Aboriginals.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever it was.
it is what it is. But yeah, I never found her attractive. I just found her as a kid. Again, I was 8 when I saw Eyes Wide Shut, which is not a movie for 8-year-olds.
I like how your excuse though is when you were 8. Like when I was 8, I liked everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone
right.
was hot. If they were older than me,
Well,
like, you
I
had
had
it going on.
Well, no, because I was not like I'm by myself watching this. I was with my cousins and my uncles, which we range from different age groups. You know, my uncle, my older cousins were 14, 13, and had those hormones and saying that she was attractive. I looked at her and I was like, I don't know. I don't feel that. I don't think that. I think she'd be a pain in the ass, and I think she's tall. And at the time, I was 8 again. Everybody was taller than me, and I felt like she was taller than everybody I knew, which is true. She's taller than everybody I know in my family, besides me. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like I want to date a girl that's taller than every member of my family.
True.
Okay.
I kinda
You
made
don't
that
want
decision.
dominant
You were real in
woman?
depth with it though.
Yeah,
I was
I was
like,
like,
she's
yeah.
cute. I like her.
Yeah.
She's cute.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
in
saying.
that-
Yeah.
At 8, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of conversations like that when we were kids. I did like Basic Instinct. That was
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a movie that definitely.
Sharon Stone.
Do
Do you regret that now?
I regret that now.
Her
but
sitting down with the cigarette.
the second Basic Instinct, I definitely regret it. No, what happened was I knew that's something in my life I want to explore, but I was also very young when that came out. But it came out like 95.
Set the stage.
Yeah. I think it was 95, 96 when Basic Instinct came out. I don't know. It was like mid 90s it came out.
So you were like 6.
Yeah, I was like new.
Dang, you just knew the beaver. You're like, that's where it's at.
Exactly. Like that's where I want to
I
be.
want to get to know that.
Whatever that is, I need to know more about that. You know, I just know. I just know kids like you have those thoughts and those feelings that you don't know what's going on.
That's right.
You know, I don't even know how we got on that subject.
It's humanity.
No,
I don't
we
know.
always get on
Talking about
this
Nicole
subject.
Kidman.
Yeah.
Nicole
Who
It's all
we
her
didn't
fault.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
because she was
Somehow.
tall.
Good times. So any you have any plans coming up for any events or anything? I saw the whole
Great Fest this weekend.
Yeah. The whole
Grape Fest down in
The Vine,
Vine.
as the
Yeah.
locals call it, the Vine.
I don't know if the locals call it that,
What
but
are you talking about?
Grapevine. Yeah, it's going on this weekend. I want to make it out this weekend, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. Plus, I don't want to go alone.
You look straight at
Forever
Kirsty.
alone.
What
I'm on
day?
call, so
Forever alone.
I'm pet sitting, but what day? Is this, you
It's
go
all
on
weekends.
Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
I mean, I would advise going Saturday.
is it called Grape? I swear I saw something else that it said something
Great
different.
Fest.
Grape Fest. Is it mostly wine or is it
No, it just
all the above?
It's all of the above. It's like a little festival of like it's
I
like
would
a
still say mostly wine. Grapevine in general is mostly wine.
no,
That Main
it's,
Street.
but they call it Grape Fest only because it's grapevine. It's
Mhm.
not because of it's like vineyards and things like that. They do have wine, people wine tasting and stuff like that, but they have beers out there. But it's like a carnival festival kind of atmosphere. We have food, games, attractions, and things like that. It's a whole few blocks. I don't know if people have been there before. I may be doing it just justice, but not explaining it well. But it's like a whole few blocks of different. It's like a festival. It's just a full-on festival of different things.
I get down with some wine. I don't know how you guys feel about wine, but I like me some wine.
Man, I'm not a wine.
I got
No,
into
I like it. And Grapevine, if I'm going out for wine, I really like going there because they have so many options just on that one street. Oh,
What's
I don't like your wine.
Old downtown.
I'll go down. Yeah. The old downtown? Yeah.
What's
Looks old.
what's your go-to type of wine?
My
In
wine
your
is
stomach
like
wine?
beer.
Anything
My
that's
stomach, yeah. I don't know.
you go to order, you sit down, you have
I
anything you say what's good and you order that one?
Yeah, it's like I said, same with beer. I'll pretty much drink any beer. I'll drink any wine. Unless it's the really bitter red. I'm still sipping.
Should
Are
we grab,
you?
Keep it right in the middle.
you
Are
should
you?
go grab that spare over there. We can split it. So I got into when I first started drinking wine. I was into like the
I was
sweeter
gonna
stuff,
put it
like
in a second
Rieslings and
This is a beer show. We do not talk about wine, and
Right.
Grape Fest is not a fucking about wine.
No, I'm just saying. I like me some Merlots. I can,
Why? Because you think you're old and you have kids?
No, but
Sometimes
when I
you gotta
first
have that glass before bed.
so I used to like be really turned off by like the room temperature wine. I thought that shit was gross. I wanted to have like the cold, sweet wine.
Youngster over here.
Yeah, but now I appreciate a fine glass of wine. So, beer talk.
I mean, let's go. Let's focus on wine real quick for a second.
Have you slapped the
Cold
bag
wine?
before?
I have chugged from the box of wine.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Back in college.
Ziggy,
You I said to say Ziggy?
Ziggy, have you
Yeah,
I
had
want you
sick?
2 cents.
You guys
You
sick?
Have you sucked on some bags, Ziggy?
Oh,
wait,
whoa.
of wine? What are we talking about?
No. I don't know, man. Like I used to work at a country club, so you have been forced to drink wine. I never liked cold wine. That's why I'm not a big fan of white wine. Even it's easier to taste because it's fruitier and it's smoother. You don't have the very either bitter taste to it
Yeah.
or sharp taste to it. White wines are easier to drink. I just don't like cold wine. But wine is not served room temp either. There's a temperature. You want to keep it not refrigerated, but you want
Like
it
chilled.
a little cooler, like around 63.
Does it depend though on like the style like of the type?
The age, the brand, the
Yeah.
style, but a lot of now people who drink wine would know way more than me. But I just know there's a lot of brands of wine that you want it not chilled, but you want it stored properly, and being stored means around 62, 63. Now there's some really cheap wines and younger wines you keep at room temperature. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But once you get trying to like the 10-year range and of wine, you want to keep stored properly and it tastes better. And now again, it's gonna taste warmer. It's gonna be like that lukewarm, like cool, warm area because it's gonna be 63 degrees when you like pull it out that storage room.
Yeah. What's your go-to? Somebody says, "Hey, get us a bottle of wine. We're gonna Netflix it up and
I
chill."
used to. I
What do you go for?
There's honest truth. If I actually go buy a bottle of wine, there's a go-to I have. I just can't remember the name right now.
Yeah. What kind of
You remember the art?
kind
No,
of
it's
style?
Merlot. Merlots are really good. I do
Mhm.
like drinking Merlots. I do like that style of wine more than most. Just a few other styles I like. I just haven't drank wine in years. I used to drink it because again, being younger, I used to try to be fancy. Try to
Pinky
be
stuff?
fancy and try to impress girls and like buy wine and shit.
Yeah.
So I used to have a go-to brand and go-to things, and of course, working at a country club, I knew basics.
Yeah.
And I knew wines that girls would generally like. That's red wines, like smoother, they would like. But it's been years since I really got into it and bought it, so I can't remember. But if I can bring it, if you want me to, I can go to the liquor store and I can find it. I can do it next weekend
Yeah.
and bring it up here for Dallas Beer Talk.
Dallas Wine Talk.
Just take a sip and then we'll drink delicious beer.
No, not next weekend, but the following. Not next week, because next week we're having Bitter Sisters on.
Yeah.
So
Which I'm
right.
excited for because I really like their beer. So
yeah, that
I'm super
that peanut
excited.
butter beer that we had that we drank one time from Bitter Sisters, which got us really excited about them. That was pretty
That
cool.
thing was so good.
I can't remember the name of it. Shout out to Social Pod. That's not too far from here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They introduced it to us when we were going up there. So yeah, that's a fucking good
When we
beer.
had our weekly meetings.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
weekly
little
meetings.
little background story for the viewers. When we were kind of setting up our beer show and stuff, kind of talking about it and discussing it, we would meet up at Social Pie, which is not far from where we were working at. And so we'd get some beers, eat a little pizza, and talk about the show and all that sort of stuff. The level of drunkenness we wanted to achieve on the show and all that kind of stuff. And so,
No, a couple times it ended up being from drinking at Social Pies to we're getting tacos and getting drunk for the rest of the night. So
which is always a good thing.
It's
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
multiple times on several occasions.
Any excuse to get to that level and eat tacos. It's always a good thing.
Definitely tacos.
especially on a Thursday night.
So,
Right
but I-
before next day for work.
But I remember we tried some beers from Bitter Sisters, really enjoyed it, and that was one of the brewers we wanted to reach out to beforehand.
Yeah, that was one of the
So.
very first ones that came to mind. So
Yeah. Good stuff.
super excited about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Matt, I want to say he's the owner or the main person out there
Mhm.
that I was in contact with. So I do need to send him our information, our address and stuff like that. But yeah, we're super excited to have him on. That peanut butter, I keep going to it. I wish I knew the fucking name. But that they have a beer that tastes like peanut butter.
And it is tasty.
So if you like,
Delicious.
if you do like peanut butter, that is a fucking beer you want to drink.
Yeah.
For people who don't like peanut butter, they probably looking at this like, oh fuck that.
I don't
want
trust
that.
people that don't like peanut butter.
You can't trust them. People
Mm.
who pour the cereal first and then put the milk, can't trust them.
What about people that don't put milk in
Wait,
cereal?
what? Pour their cereal first, then the milk is
Yeah.
is wrong?
No, my bad. It's the other
Oh,
way.
okay. I was like, what? That's
Oh,
how I
my
do it
bad.
every time I eat
It's the
cereal.
other way. Pour the milk, then the
So
cereal.
That's
Sorry.
weird because
Sorry.
so if it's just physics, you got the
It's
milk,
physics.
the liquid there, it's all gonna flow. It's just gonna overflow and spill. And you have to like push it down, or so that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, the milk, then cereal. Sorry, we have been drinking.
A little bit.
But then I
Hey, go
don't
grab that
use
last one
milk.
over there.
So
Yeah.
what about the people who don't?
after the show. Don't worry about it.
What about the people that don't use milk?
Who doesn't use milk?
I don't use milk.
Use water?
It's fucking
Use
nasty.
water?
No.
Almond
I
milk?
just-
I've used water
Eat
before
the
when there was
cereal.
like an,
Oh, wait.
ultimate.
Well,
okay,
that's not
I was
bad.
younger.
Hey.
I was younger.
Wait.
I remember distinctly. I went to go pour a bowl of cereal because I poured the cereal first, and I already think in my head, it's a granted we're gonna have some milk in the fridge. Little young kids.
Yeah.
I pour my bowl of Fruit Loops, and I go open the fridge, slowly open it, realize there's no milk. What am I supposed to do?
Put it back.
Just
I
eat the
should have,
cereal.
but there was nothing else to eat, and I was super hungry. And so I did the unspeakable, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just try it with
Sugar
some
water.
water."
That's
No,
nasty.
sugar water.
That's
No, I just
nasty.
water.
You have to do sugar
But
water,
then
brother.
becomes sugar water.
Sugar
It
water.
was not the most enjoyable. I still remember it. It was not enjoyable.
You gotta do sugar water.
sounds
See, with
nasty.
on sugar. So wait. Now I got a question for you. I eat cereal dry, but do you eat it in a bowl and a spoon still, or do you put it in a cup?
No, I put it in a cup now when
There you
I'm
go.
at work. I used to put it in a bowl.
With a
and eat it
spoon?
with- yeah, spoon.
That
See, that's
is
weird.
weird. That
That's
is weird.
That's weird.
I just
also
want to
people.
be like my big brother, you know.
Also, people that don't eat Pop Tarts with the frosting on it severely weird.
Whatever.
Nobody does that.
Nobody
There's not
does
even
that.
a market for that. Do
Yeah.
they
Who does
sell
that?
No
Pop-Tarts?
frosting is delicious.
What the? Whoa! Chris, you don't like frosting on your Pop Tarts?
No, it's not like I brought them to work every day.
This is like I
Caitlin,
remember clearly having a
your
conversation when we went to the break room and I looked at her
He's so affronted by this.
and I was like, "Where's the frosting?" She's like, "I don't like it." I was like,
No.
"It's like oh." I literally had a disgusting look. I was like, "Oh,
Did you judge her?
I did."
It
I was
was
like,
early on in our relationship.
very early.
He
I-
almost cut it off right then and
I
there.
kind of like I was like, I don't understand how I feel about this.
Remember, he told me,
Like-
who's that weird girl that doesn't have the frosting on? Who does that?
I was
I
like,
think we need to get her fired.
like frosting. Come on,
Sabotage.
like no frosting. The Pop Tarts, like these have commercials with that. You could buy it. Now I was expecting. Remember back in the early '90s, they had the mid '90s where they had that commercial. Where you have a Pop Tart, and then you can put the frosting yourself.
You talking about toaster
Oh,
strudels?
yeah, that's old school stuff.
Toaster strudels. Is
It's
that what
basically,
called?
but
Isn't
it's
that
like the
toaster
weaker
strudel?
version.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a
So
weaker version?
he is a weaker version of Pop Tarts, but you put your own frosting in, right? And I thought that's what he was doing, so I was watching, but there was no frosting coming.
That's why you asked, where's the frosting at? Are you about to put it on? She's like, no. Eating my frostingless Pop Tart.
I remember when either it was my mom, my aunt, or my grandmother bought those before, and we all looked at it and were like, "Fuck that."
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat it if I got to, but it's not my go-to.
You don't got to do it.
And hunger takes over. You eat Fruit Loops with water, and you eat
I just
Pop-Tarts
love how your
without
mind
frosting.
went to water though. You can't just eat the cereal plain. It's like nah, I
don't
gotta
know,
get
'cause
them all
then
nice and soggy.
I have no
and-
problem. Yeah, I have no problem eating it now, but I won't eat it with the spoon in a bowl. I'll eat it,
In a
eat
cup.
It.
Yeah.
I'll just eat it. Or if it's in a bowl, you eat it. You use your fingers, kind of do it, which doesn't even make that big of a difference, overall.
Might as well get it from the bag then.
I have done
Fair.
that too. No thing.
My thing is I put it in red soda cup, and then you could go in the car and have like something,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
work since we work so early in the morning.
See, I'll go for some granola now. I'm more
Well, I'm
refined.
trying to get
as an
away
adult.
from-
so healthy.
I'm trying to get away from
So
sugars.
healthy.
I'm trying to work on my sugar levels as I'm drinking stouts.
You gotta get those sugars in check.
I'm trying to get my sugars in check real quick. So I try to get away from cereals, and I try to get away from milk, because apparently most milk has 12 grams of sugar. Fuck that.
So that
Why don't
lactose.
you
Not
get goat's milk?
Almond milk.
I'm all about that goat's milk.
you know
Almond
about
milk.
that Cambodian
All
breast
about-
milk. I'm all about that Cambodian breast milk.
Finest Cambodian breast milks.
Go to the Bronx. Give me some Cambodian breast milk. For people who don't know what that is, Dave Chappelle, Bad Boy skit. Look it up. YouTube it. Hilarious.
Make sure to
Dave
look out for
Chappelle.
Dylon.
Dylan. Man, there's a lot of things going on around the world, and I do. There's things I want to talk about, and there's things I don't want to talk about. There's a lot of things going around here in the States, politically, that concerns me, but I do not want to talk about it. But personally, on a personal note, there was Ziggy. If you have the article still pull up about that thing about the car accident in New York City, there was early this morning in Times Square. There's apparently a drunken driver driving through Times Square, hit about 20 pedestrians, killing 12.
Just one
Just one
girl. 17-year-old girl.
One dead, 22 injured.
22 injured. There it is.
Yeah, 22.
So the
injured.
original thing was lying because I had it in the Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ziggy. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So my number one thing for people who go to New York, I always try to tell people this: if you're willing to stay up for a good 20 hours, go visit Times Square 3 times in that span to realize this is a city who does not rest. Because I used to just do it in my neighborhood. Oh, thank you.
That was some like intro
there we
music.
go.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So it's very rare that you see Times Square empty. So, but when you go and you do this in a 20-hour time span, you'll always see that Times Square is packed. And the city is always doing something. You're always out and something's open. You could do something. You could eat somewhere. You could go drink somewhere. You could hang out somewhere. You can meet people constantly, no matter what time of day it is.
And that's something I definitely liked about New York. It's the feeling of never feeling alone, I guess. I
Yeah.
always felt safe walking around. Obviously, I didn't go on
She
any
did not go to
subways.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
playing.
was in
Big ups to
Manhattan,
Brooklyn, home of the
So-
realists.
Yeah. But anyway, it was really cool seeing people up, drinking,
Being
having
about.
fun,
So-
socializing, and it wasn't anything weird. Like
To
if you
be-
see someone out at 2 a.m.,
Yeah.
you know they're drunk.
No, well,
in
not
New
just
York.
that. People just out. There's weird
Yeah.
people, not weird people, but people are always just out. Not everybody's drunk.
Yeah.
Not everybody's partying, but there's somebody doing something. Somebody got up, got hungry. Someone worked in late and eating. Someone's on a fucking date. So to drive around early in the morning, Times Square, at any time, drunk and then hitting people, that's going to happen. And the thing how New Yorkers walk is people who've seen movies or people who visit, people who tend to walk once there's their light, they're gonna walk. Even before the light, people are gonna walk because they expect the cars to stop. So that's most likely what happened. People like see a car coming speeding, which they normally see, like, oh, they're gonna stop right at the thing, they're gonna and go. And no, the fucking guy hit somebody, hit 20 people.
No, he was driving on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk? Shit, that whole Facebook article this morning was all fucked up.
So
No,
don't drive on the sidewalk.
What I had read, it seemed pretty intentional because even whenever he got out of his car, he tried to beat people up. He punched a cop. He tried to punch other people.
He's currently being held for drug and alcohol testing, and this particular individual has 2 prior arrests for drunk driving.
Yeah. Which
Well,
makes
how
you
old? This is a
question-
young gentleman or older gentleman? But I don't know if it matters.
He looked like 35, I would say. I saw pictures of him. He's definitely not older. He's not necessarily young. I don't know. Somewhere between 25
I wonder if he's a
and
native New Yorker.
30.
He was in the bath salts, guys.
The bath salts.
The
I wonder if he's a
bath
native
salts.
New Yorker.
26.
A young man.
He
Young.
said 25 to 38.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
Anywhere in that
Yo,
range.
whoa, we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
got our facts straight on this show. We all got our facts straight. But yeah, it's man, the thing, I don't know, it's weird, man.
It's crazy that no matter where you are now, you always have to be on your toes looking for things. Always just be careful out there.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel sad. I mean, I have a joking thing that if it's not 20 people dying, it's not a major issue.
It's a terrible thing to say.
I know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
There was
Yeah.
some craziness going on today in Richardson. So
What happened in Richardson?
So there was I don't know if you probably heard about it. There was a road rage incident where somebody got shot in the middle, I guess, of the morning rush hour. Does that sound about right? And got shot
On
in
the highway.
Yep, on the highway got shot, and I guess went off into the shoulder area. And they were investigating that. Shut down like the whole service road and
Richardson.
stuff.
In Richardson.
Richardson, yeah. So, which goes to show that my people out in Fort Worth, we drive very properly, and I've been trying to tell this to Kirsty for a while. People in Dallas be driving crazy.
Isn't Richardson? Well, no.
Richardson
like
is in
part of
Dallas.
Greater
I wouldn't really
Dallas.
say
No,
it's
Richardson, North
Dallas.
Richmond Hills is in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Richardson.
No, I know you're talking about Richardson. I'm saying Richardson
Thinking
in Dallas, and North Richmond Hills is in Fort Worth.
But I'm saying in Fort Worth, where I
Richardson,
stay.
That's not Dallas.
That's
Dallas
like-
is Dallas. You can't. I don't say
Dallas is
Well,
Dallas.
is worse because
say
Dallas.
both.
No,
City is
I've,
Fort
I've been in
Worth.
Fort Worth, and I've been in some altercations with angry drivers. Physical. I've never been in a physical altercation here in Dallas, but there is dumb drivers here in Dallas. But I've been to several physical altercations in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just different. I feel like I drive more aggressive after working out in Dallas. I go back to Fort Worth. I'm like, get out of my way.
Aggressive, but correct.
Exactly.
That's a good like political slogan. Aggressive, but correct.
Yeah.
All right,
Kirsty.
guys. Well, it's
About that time.
about that time for plugs. So
I'm not done talking.
today. We got a special thing for plugs.
What's up?
Go ahead and everybody give their plugs and then give their opinion on male rompers.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna start this out. Let me start this
Fucking
out.
rompers.
Let me start this out. Yeah, my name
Male
is Andrew Franklin, and you can find me on Instagram at Kinetics with a Z, and Andrew Franklin, or find me under Dallas Beer Talk with the rest of my crew here. And the romper things, that stuff is whack. Get that shit out of here. Do not wear that shit. If you wear that shit, I'm gonna judge the fuck out of you. Don't wear that shit.
Yeah. I am on Instagram now at Sarah's Katarn, SARISS
I like it.
KATARN.
I like it.
That's my gamer name. So when I
Oh,
use
shit.
it for my Instagram,
On PC though, listen, not PlayStation or Xbox. PC. Remember
just
that.
PC.
Only PC, Steam.
Yeah, don't hate.
What do you think about
Uh,
rompers?
Romper.
Did you even hear about this?
No, I just Googled it. So I knew that girls have been wearing rompers forever, and I think they're hideous, and they are just as hideous on men. So there we go.
Here's the deal. My name is Victor Santana. You can find me on Facebook, Victor Santana. Find me on Instagram, Santana148. Also on Dallas Beer Talk as well. We all post on there always, and Dallas Beer Talk on Facebook and YouTube. Male rompers. Here's the deal. I don't want to get butt naked to take a piss in public.
Man,
Why do
it's
I
all
want to
one
get
piece.
butt naked to take a piss? The funny thing about the great thing about being a man is when you go to the piss line,
You can piss wherever you want.
and you can see the girls all in line, and you can just walk in, take a piss, and walk
I
out.
gotta rub it in.
So, because we don't have fucking rompers on, we don't have a onesie on, we don't have to take our fucking pants off and pee and shit.
Pull
Is
it
it
all down
not-
and piss at the urinal.
Piss and shit in the urinal. So,
Anyways.
fuck rompers. That shit's stupid.
What about you, Ziggy? Where can we find you at?
I don't do social media because it is dumb. But you can find me every Thursday at 8:30 at the Backdoor Comedy Club. You can find me every Saturday at 8 and 10:15 at the Backdoor Comedy Club, where more likely than not I will be hosting the late show.
In a romper.
In a romper?
Well, it's in the mail. I'm just waiting for it to come in. And guys, I'm pretty excited. I just got hired on to work a movie. Well, it's good news, bad news. I got hired on to work a movie with Steve Martin.
Again.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Congrats.
He's the bad news is it's a pornography.
Oh,
That sounds like a good news.
They're calling it The Jerk.
Anyways, guys.
Man,
Dallas Beer Talk.
on the jerk, congratulations on that role, man. Big props. I will watch it when it comes out.
Anyways, guys, follow us at Dallas Beer Talk on Instagram and Facebook, and we will see you next
Next
week.
Yeah, always.
Bitter Sisters.
Thank you again for watching. Definitely Better Sisters next weekend. Thank you to the beer of the week,
Four Corners.
Four Corners.
Notorious Oat.
Great beer. I love it. So you guys have a good one. You guys have a great weekend. Go to Great Fest. See you guys next Thursday.
All right, kids. Does everyone know what time it is? Yeah! That's right. It's time for a...